Hi Wyatt, Coach Smart here from ABC Baseball Camps, here to do your video analysis on your hitting. Let's talk about your setup first. The first thing I notice right away is your back foot. Your back foot's kind of pointed backwards a little bit, kind of opened up and pointing kind of at this angle. Your front foot looks to be pointing straight. For most hitters, you're going to want both feet kind of doing the same thing. And I would suggest you try to get your back foot to do what your front foot's doing. Okay. As far as your stance goes, the width of your stance looks to be in pretty good shape. You're a little bit farther than shoulder width apart, which makes you athletic. We want you to be athletic in that batter's box. That's very good. Your hands are nice and high. I like that. We like to get those hands, close to about the height of your ear hole in your helmet. So I like that very much. As we go forward, stop right here. One thing I noticed right away is your hands kind of drop down. Starting to talk about your plane a little bit, playing your swing. Your hands kind of drop down a little bit. And you have what we call a very level swing. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with being level, but you can't be level all the way through your swing. Where we want you to be level, Wyatt, is from right here, where you're at, right there. That's where we want you to be level. Okay? From there all the way to about here. Okay? You're going to watch your swing plane, and you're as level as it can get. Okay? And that's great. Okay? That's good. That's very good. But we got to make sure that when you start your swing, that you're starting on a downhill path. When you have a level swing like that from beginning to end, you're going to have a longer swing that than you're going to want as you get older and start facing tougher pitching. Having a long level swing is going to force you to make decisions on pitches before you want to as you get older. So we want to make sure we'll address that here in a few minutes. I'll give you a couple of drills that you can use to fix that. Actually, let's talk about those right now. So the drill I'd want you to do if you were hitting with me would be to do some dual tee work. You have two tees, one in front, one in back, about 2 feet behind the front tee. The ball in the front tee, then take that back tee and raise it up about 1 inch to 1.5 inches higher than the front tee where the ball is. And then make sure that you're swinging over the top of that tee and then getting down and get flat to the front tee where the ball is. You should be able to execute this and still hit line drives. The second drill I'd give you to do would be a high tee drill, where you stick your tee on top of a bucket or on top of a chair and get the tee height to about to where your letters where letters are on your uniform, and then try to get to a point where you're hitting line drives off that tee, not fly balls but line drives, because that's going to force you to start with your swing plane down. And right now, if we did that drill with the swing you have right now, you'd probably be underneath everything. So you want to make sure that you're swinging on a downhill path to a high tee and creating a swing that's going to give you line drives. So that's what we'll talk about as far as your path to the baseball goes. Okay, as we finish up watching your first swing here, one thing I noticed right away is that it appears that your weight is still on your backside. Okay. The angle of your body, as we watch this, the angle of your body is kind of pointed in an angle this way. And right now, when you finish the swing, we'll let it go forward. We'd like to, you're getting a little better there. We'd like to see it back to 50-50 if we can. If we can get you back to 50-50, then you're in a good position in the batter's box. You're in a dynamic, balanced position, and that'd be great. Your finish is good. Like where you finish, your hands finish high. They don't finish too much around your body. Make sure your hands aren't going around your body, but going up and above your shoulders there, like that is there. That's pretty good there. I like that. Okay, we're going to talk about your back foot here a little bit. Okay, I want you to see what your back foot does here as we go forward. Okay, pretty good position. We still haven't made contact yet. Okay, and you're on your tippy toe right now on your back foot. Okay, it's going to be very hard for you to drive the energy needed to create power in your swing, create more bat speed in that position right there. because you're right on your toe. So the goal here is to try to take that back knee and drive it to the inside of that front foot. You pushing forward and then holding that power as you push that forward creates resistance. Creating resistance creates power and bat speed, all things you want as a hitter. And with you on your tippy toe there on your back foot, that's going to be very hard for you to push with the kind of force you need to in order to create the resistance needed to have a powerful swing. Okay? So you got to find a way to rotate that back foot maybe a little less and get it to the ball of your foot and not to your toe. Okay? You might end up getting to your toe after contact, but we will make sure that before contact that we're firmly planted in the ground. We want it. The energy comes from the ground. I compare it to shooting a cannon out of a canoe. There's nothing holding that cannon in the ground, so the ball's not going to go very far. You put that cannon on the ground, it's going to shoot that ball a long ways. Same thing with your feet. If your feet are connected to the ground, you have a better chance of driving the baseball. So make sure, again, you get off the toe of your foot. Because when you make contact right here, I mean, you're right on the ball of your foot. Right on the toe, on your toe. We want you to be in the ball of your foot there so you can really drive that foot. Okay? Your front side's firm. Make sure you don't lock that front leg out too much. We want a firm front side. And by locking that front leg out, what it's going to do is that's going to push you back a little bit, that we talked about before, and you're going to lose the ability to get much extension. So your hand should still be going forward now, and you've already started to rotate around your body into your finish position. We want to make sure we can get that, we can get your hands going forward. For every inch of extension after contact, big league hitting instructors will tell you that you're going to get 10 to 15 more feet of ball flight. So instead of 4 more inches, you're talking about 50 feet of ball flight. Talking about hitting a ball, instead of right to the left fielder, maybe over the left fielder's head. So make sure you're working that extension. Again, like your finish, just make sure you're not getting around your body too much. I think your next swing, you do a take here in your next swing, so we're going to watch that as it comes through. Again, those hands kind of drop down. Now we're going to go to your final swing. Okay, those hands again drop down. You're level all the way through. Okay, that's where we want to be levels, right where you're at right here. That's levels. That's great right there. You're in a great position. You've got a nice power L with your left arm. Goes down here and goes out to that nice power L we're looking for. Your right arm, your left arm is straight. That's great. That's in a great position. Your head's in a perfect position to hit. But we got to make sure you're staying inside that front foot. Okay, you're not letting that front foot open up. Got to make sure your back foot is in the ground, not on your toe. And then we got to make sure we're getting that good extension going forward. And finishing in a 50-50 position. As far as an extension drill goes, you can also put a tee, you're doing tee work, put a tee out in front of the, instead of doing dual tee with one in front, one in back, put the ball in the front tee, then put a tee in front of that, about 4 or 5 inches, and make sure your bat's hitting that tee as you finish that swing. As you're going through there, you should brush that tee with your extension as you go forward into your finish position. But overall, Wyatt, pretty good job. Keep working hard. Like I said, do those drills, and I think you'll find yourself getting more power in your lower half, being more firm, more stable in your foundation of your swing. Will help you as you go to face good pitching. Good luck, and thanks for coming to camp. We'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.